Today, I'm going to be giving y'all a tour of my course. It took me about, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks to make it. I pretty much built it in the time that it took the STX to get here. There's flags over, sorry, I just had some buddies over, we were running a course. But so this is where I usually begin at, just like last video, this is where I began. I run up this. This isn't very good at showing scale, but go up the little log laid sideways, have a little bit of rocks. Now you could go up, I don't think it definitely can't do it when it's dry. I haven't tried it when it's wet. I may upload a video right after this of me running this course while it's wet. This is where we go down at. That right there usually causes people to flip. Pretty difficult. Usually I change my course around to keep from getting bored of anything, but I actually really like how it makes you flip right there. It's a challenge. Comes down here. This keeps you from flipping. I think I'm going to take this out, make it even more difficult. This is also pretty steep for a little 24 scale truck. I have a WPL 16th scale. Needs a new battery though. It's all jittery when you're on the gas and it has issues, but you know, I have one of those coming in soon, so y'all see some WPL action soon enough. There's a little bird. So there's my log bridge. Well, log to the 24 scale. Stick to me. There's a little tunnel that I made. Usually I fill this up with mud to make it a little bit slippery in there. It's kind of mud now just because it's sand. You know, y'all go up there through the logs. Some people turn, they make it the easy way down this way. I usually go down the rocks or the smashed up bricks because we don't have rocks where I live. Then I have this. This is more of a, this was made for the WPL because the 24 scale cannot do this. I honestly don't think the WPL can do this even with a fixed truck, because I mean that's pretty steep. That's the width of my hand all the way up. This is where I went up with a STX 24. This is a spot where you can just throttle out and make it through. I need to fix that, make it more difficult. These I added when my buddies were over to run the course, because this was just a muddy slope down, but I put the rocks there and such, and so we can go back up the opposite way and down here and then across the bridge. I sourced the rocks from over here. This I can get up, the WPL can get up this slope. As you can see, the 24 can't. But that was when it was dry. Like I said, I've never ran this course wet. That's one thing I was scared of, is this course is made of sand. Where I live, it's just sand, sand, sand. So I was afraid this course was going to wash away eventually, but I don't see any signs of it washing off from the big rain that we just had. This is the main mountain that the 24 scale can do. It's difficult. Well, that's why I haven't changed it yet, because it's difficult. And the roll spots are, you roll right there and you get stuck right here. You can use that little lip right there at the end of my finger to help get up, but people roll off of this. That catches linkages. I have actually already broken one of my steering rods on the end of that rock right there, and I've already had to replace it, but I have metal ones coming in soon. And it goes up here. This is where I had the ending flag at, and then this is usually where I try and go down. I can't do it. This used to be covered in rocks, but it's way too steep for the 24 scale truck, so I took them all out and I put them on this side. But soon some big upgrades are going to be coming in. Like, what I see a lot of people doing is hard bodies. Suggestion in the comments for any hard bodies that y'all like to see. I was planning on doing the typical Toyota hard body with some TSL Swampers or Boggers for tires, or the new Thornbirds that just came out that are on Horizon Hobby. But yeah, I'm getting, maybe not metal axle housings yet, but I'm getting metal steering horns, steering components. There's a piece of that in the way. Some steering components and such. I did cut my fenders. I almost wish I didn't, but at the same time, they've helped me not having them. But it doesn't really matter because the body's going to get swapped anyway. That's why I removed all the decals and stuff, because I didn't like them. I color matched all this underneath here. Well, it was pretty and white, and then I already painted all my linkages, that's why one of them's not black. All of them are painted, but you know, they get scraped up from the rocks and stuff. Just makes it look like it's actually being used instead of sitting on my desk. And I'm going to get from Horizon Hobby the headlight buckets. Well, no, I'm not actually, because I'm swapping bodies, never mind. But I'm sure I can 3D print up something, because I just got a nice new 3D printer. So there's endless things I could do. This thing I've been holding off, waiting for my new truck body to get here. But yeah, slowly gathering everything. I could do a build video next, but I still haven't got my linkages, my transfer case plate. I may do metal axle housings. I don't have my brass in yet for my steering knuckle. The only thing that I have in is my metal right here and my brass wheel weights. But I'm gonna need to get real bead locks because I got new tires and realized I don't like them. BFG crawlers, I don't like them at all because, well, I don't have any bead glue, so they just slide around, come off the bead. But I got the same rims, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have bought new tires. I should have just bought nice rims because I'd like to have real bead locks. But lots of upgrades coming in for it. I'm gonna build a nice little truck, and then after that, I'm gonna be fixing my WPL up, making it nice, because I've heard that they come out very nice if you do it the right way. And then, well, that's the last part of the course really. It's the back side of this mountain that I can't do anything with because I made it way too steep. I could do something with this right there because that's not that steep. That's probably like a 30-degree angle. This is like a 10 or 15 at most. I came out here and did some math, figured out what the angles were. This is about the 60-degree, 50, 60-ish. It gets up to a 45, 47, something like that right here. That's the only reason why the the SCX24 can't climb it. You can see it digging in right there. But yeah, gonna fix my course up, change it. I definitely want to change all of this because, as you can see, no one ever goes over this. They just go through this little dirt gap, go over the logs and so on. But yeah, may do a running video right after this one uploads of the new course. I don't have another person to take video. I did last time. I don't anymore. So I'm gonna try and figure out a solution for that. I do not have a phone tripod. I may get one of those in soon. But alright, that's it for this video.